Back row, Davis, what can't she do? She's everywhere for the Cougars. Back row, miscommunication. This is a golden chance for Cincinnati here. Over to the hot hand, it's Glendenning. And she sends Cincinnati to a set one victory. Another look at the jump top spin serve for Zelenovic. That one's better than the first. Cincinnati's gonna be way out of system here. Dalton to Nelson, and Kansas ties it at 13. Whitekettle, nice dig by Gordon. Demetrician, wow, big block. There it is for Wake. We were waiting for it to come alive again. Hawkins and Whitekettle both there. Baker, the set for Murphy once again. She's had a lot of swings in this first set. Can Farrell get to this one? She can. Wow, what a punch. And Legita sends it over. The first time we've seen her. On the slide, Crummel denied it first. Farrell once again keeps it alive, and Murphy sends it over. Back set again for Crummel. Sent right back. Spees to the other side now for Nolan. Sent back again. Gillespie fills. There's Crawford. Over to Murphy again. Gillespie sends it over. Cincinnati really pinned on their side right now. Can they reset here with Spees? They can. And it is set point. What an effort. Demetrician. More like demolition. Goodness.
Wow.
Here she goes to Glendenning, and Cochran digs it. Jacob, she's denied. Crummel over there with Sigmund sealing it. Pawn the good up. Myers ping-pongs around a couple of times. Liedeber keeps it alive again. Back set Williams. What an up from Liedeber.
Scramble play by Cincinnati.
LeGrand runs over to set Myers to the back row. She gets another one. Her ninth already in set one. Bringing you live to Cincinnati for some Big 12 volleyball. The Colorado Buffaloes have traveled into a rainy Cincinnati tonight, fresh off a win against West Virginia, as they take on Cincinnati. The Bearcats hosting their senior day and looking for an upset win against the Buffaloes. The regular season is coming to an end, and Colorado is well positioned within the Big 12, sitting at 12-4 in second place in the Big 12 standings. Cincinnati, coming off a loss against Iowa State on Wednesday, sits at 6-9. As we welcome you courtside at Fifth Third Arena, glad you're with us. With Stephanie Niemer and Melissa Lucky, I'm Anthony Mazzini. We'll check in with Chase Yance in a little while. Guys, postseason implications in this match tonight, but different reasons for each team. For Colorado, they hope a couple of wins gets them a hosting seed. For Cincinnati, they hope a couple of wins gets them into the tournament in general.
Yeah, the Bearcats are coming in hungry and focused. They need to win 2 out of their last 3 matches to give the selection committee something to think about for the NCAA postseason.
And on the flip side, the Buffaloes, they're looking to win out in the remainder of the season. It's tough to win on the road in the Big 12, but they're looking to pull out a win here tonight to have a chance of hosting at the end of the season, into the postseason.
Well, for Colorado, you know, if they're going to pull out a win, Stephanie, a lot of it's going to run through Ana Barilovic for the Buffaloes.
Barilovic, the numbers speak for themselves. She leads the Big 12 in kills per set. She also reached 1,000 kills in their last match against West Virginia. She's a dominant 6-rotation player, doing all skills well. She dominates from the service line, at the net, as well as in serve receive.
And you know, just as Barilovic is for Colorado, Melissa, that Sydney Nolan is at the top of every team scouting report.
Yeah, she's been the go-to attacker. She brings a combination of length, power, and shot variety that can really stretch a defense. Her ability to get hot and string runs of kills can completely change a match. She's 3rd in the Big 12 and 15th in the NCAA with 4.57 kills per set. 9
matches with 20 or more kills for Nolan, including consecutive matches for Cincinnati, including 22 in the most recent loss to Iowa State. Carly Glendenning set to serve first on her senior day for Cincinnati, and we're underway. And the first attack goes to the middle for Colorado. It's Maria Spławska, who really doesn't get a lot of sets. So interesting that Colorado immediately goes right to Spławska, who's usually known for her blocking.
Right, that's something that a lot of teams like to do early. If you can establish your middles early on in a match, that opens things up for your pins, which the Big 12 is a pin-heavy conference.
Squatska gets her hand on that, but it's sent back the other way. Ping pongs around and Nolan gets a kill.
Yeah, wow, that was a tremendous block by the Buffaloes, but great coverage by the Bearcats. I don't know who it ricocheted off of. If it was off of a head, but that was great reaction by the Bearcats.
Here's Barilovic down the line. Glendenning is well placed. Nolan hits another one.
She's picking up right where she left off. That was a solid double block in front of her, but she just is able to do so much with the ball. I think timing was a little bit off with Colorado's block. They were up and down before she made contact with that ball.
Back to Nolan again, and she's on fire to start tonight.
Sydney Nolan, we're going to be hearing her name a lot tonight. She is the go-to player for the Bearcats, and she is just so consistent. She plays well night in and night out.
Already a couple of kills for Nolan, and that serve is a little long for Lily Gillespie, the libero for Cincinnati. Now, Jesse Mahoney is his 10th season at Colorado. He's gone to 3 NCAA tournaments, and he is well on his way to a 4th this year, and it's been a huge turnaround season for Colorado this year. They returned nearly everybody, their top 4 point producers, and everybody just got a little bit better coming into the year. They have their hands full today with Sydney Nolan.
Yeah, Coach Mahoney said that his returners, they really leveled up their game. They were picked in the bottom third of the Big 12 in the preseason, and right now they are sitting comfortably in 2nd place.
Bearcats doubling up the Buffaloes early. A nice diving effort from Barilovic to keep it alive. And that is perfectly placed by Sydney Jordan, who gets the kill for the Buffaloes. Daniela Tomic, her first season at Cincinnati, and has this team within arm's reach of an NCAA tournament. There is still an uphill climb. As we talked about, they feel they need to win at least 2 matches down the stretch, which would include at least 1 top 25 win. To the middle, Simunovic gets the kill for Cincinnati. Both teams already establishing some middles that usually don't get a lot of sets. It's pass from Morton. Finley over to Barilovic, who gets a touch. Her first kill tonight.
Barilovic, she's such a smart player. She knows how to use the block. That ball was a little bit inside. She went up, reached, and used the nice high hands of the Cincinnati block to score.
That's Payne. She loves that attack behind the setter. Sigmund pushes. Running start for Jordan. Johnson with a great up. Sigmund, one of her first swings. A whistle comes in. It's a violation on Colorado.
Good start by the Bearcats. They need to keep all 3 of their pin hitters involved, and it's going to be a bonus if they can get their middles involved, because that will open up, that'll hold Colorado's middle blocker, and that will open up some pins if they can keep their middle blockers engaged.
There's Jordan again, and it's sent back. Sigmund combines with Brooke Crummel, who makes her return to the lineup tonight for Cincinnati.
So Cincinnati is known for their block. They're one of the better blocking teams in the Big 12, and Brooke Crummel returning to the lineup just only increases their chance for a big blocking presence.
And Sigmund, as one of those pins, is regarded as arguably the best blocker on the team. And she got all of that one there with Crummel sealing it. That's a violation at the net by Ryan Finley. So that goes Cincinnati's way. Finley thought she had an easy dump over, but touched the net.
Wow, that was a little questionable lift. That was a tight pass. The setter, Finley, is front row, and she went up and challenged the block of Carly Glendenning, but they called a lift.
From the back, there's Barilovic. Cincinnati ready for it. Good coverage by Morton. There's Sigmund, the southpaw. Jordan is denied once again. Colorado getting nothing through this Cincinnati net play right now.
Yeah, this is great blocking by the Bearcats. If they can continue to do this in this match tonight, it's gonna be very difficult for the Buffaloes to get out of this arena with a win tonight.
Now, Melissa, Jesse Mahoney did tell us that coming off a match against West Virginia, they hit for a lower percentage than he would like. And he said sometimes you read into the stats too much. He still came away with a sweep, and he was impressed with the win. But he did acknowledge that hitting for a high percentage is something on the road they need to carry over into this match today, and it hasn't shown yet so far with that block.
Yeah, and that hitting percentage will go down because when you get a stuff block, that counts as an error for your team. So your hitting percentage will go down when you get blocked.